This podcast is not for the faint of heart. It's filled with evil villains, mean spirited criminals, and violent sociopaths. And that's just the protagonists. Listener discretion is advised. Micah managed to get a bit of information from her infobroker contact and enjoyed some tasty Soy Bucks coffee. Through no fault of her own, she managed to not get seen by Evo security. Back with the rest of the team, they planned their next moves and had an unplanned and sudden funeral for a commlink and stole a car. We rejoin the team now as they try to figure out what to do about all of their other commlinks before hopefully meeting up with their fixer to do something about their pesky sin.
So JB saunters back into the bar, soaking wet, sits back at the table, glares at Kat, and then scoops up the rest of the commlinks, makes sure that they're all turned off, and then he goes and starts walking around the bar, seeing if anybody wants a free comlink.
Wait, he's just handing out the comlinks?
Oui. Does it need a good home? I'm gonna try to pick people that have nice looking comlinks if I can see them. Like before I give them to them, I'm gonna ask them about their comlink and see if it's well kept, like there's no screen cracks or anything.
They only get them if they're in an otter box.
Exactly. They gotta switch it out, yeah.
I mean, the bar's not very packed, but you probably find enough people to hand out random comlinks to.
Yeah, and I'll see if they want to swap comlinks as well. Like if they want to, like if they have like a cheaper one and they want to upgrade, so that we can get some cheap ones.
Can you do like a con, and we'll see how good you are at convincing random people to swap their phones out for higher ones? There's probably 20 people in the bar. You find enough people so that any of you that would like to trade out your hot comlinks for a generic one, with one hit, I'm going to say that everyone is smart enough to factory wipe the one they give you, so it doesn't have any personal data. You're not going to be able to sell it for anything. They wipe your old ones, so you can't use them as decoys.
All right, so we got the comlink issue solved, JB.
I hand everyone back out their comlinks.
Okay.
Now, you mean solved, like actually the issue, not as in solved as in you did something kind of like what we asked.
Are you holding a new comlink? Is this your old comlink?
No, it's just a thing I reflexively feel I have to ask these days. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a temporary solution. I mean, obviously, we've got to make some new yen. We got to buy some new comlinks. We got to get some sends. We got to get a lot of stuff. And she looks down at her very wrinkled suit. We got to get a lot of stuff. We definitely need to start making some new yen.
Well, do you think then we should be getting a hold of Slide and Pitbull and see what they got for us?
Let's talk to this Slide first. I feel better since, it's your guy vouching for him. I've actually met your guy. Let's go to him first. See what he's got for us. If we don't like him or he rubs us the wrong way or somebody spits a hairball up on him, I don't know. We'll move on to Pitbull. At least we have options.
Would there be any value in going to both of them as smaller groups? Like if we just a couple of us went and got a hold of each one and set up a face-to-face?
Well, Deuce, I do like that idea. I do very much enjoy dividing and conquering. However, are we gonna let Kat or are we gonna let JB do negotiating with the other one?
Oh God, no.
I've got it.
I think we should all go as one big happy family.
All right.
Thinks I can do anything.
Catherine twitches at that, face down, still covering her ears.
Deuce will slide his chair out from the table and start to walk up to the bar. And as he does, he'll use his cyber eye modification to call Slide.
We're calling Slide.
Oh yes, we're just gonna call him. Time is of the essence. Just gonna call him.
Hello?
Slide?
Oh, I am sorry. This is Easy, Slide's assistant. What can a servant of the Lord help you with at this late hour?
I was given Slide's contact info. I'm looking for a job.
Might I suggest you go to the local works administration? They have plenty of employment for upstanding citizens. If it is spiritual pay you're looking for.
Tell Slide Flash said to call him.
Flash. And you hear some kind of muffled talking in the background. Do you know Flash said someone to go? Slide would love to meet you in person to discuss potential employment of someone with less traditional skill sets.
Tell him to send me location and time.
And what kind of group might we be expecting at such a late hour? Our security is somewhat tight.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Non-traditional, I understand. How many individuals might we be expecting?
5 in total.
How is, say, 1 hour from now? Can you make it here? We are burning the midnight oil, as you might say.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Amen. I look forward to making your acquaintance and doing future business. The Lord be with you.
Sure. Deuce turns around and starts to walk back to the table, kind of shaking his head. This is going to be a weird one.
Deuce, after the surgeon we just met, how can this possibly be weird?
We might be working for the church. That weird.
Why do you think, what makes you say this, Deuce?
Just,
What?
just the way he was talking.
What, he sounded like a priest that hires people to do jobs.
Well, he blessed me. How many times do you get blessed when you're talking to somebody?
Oh my god, that Becky receptionist back at Evo, every time you sneeze, she'd say bless you.
That's different.
Yeah, she's just weird.
How is it weird? There's some people that believe in that. I think it's weird. So what? A job's a job. Who cares? If anything, we can claim sanctuary.
I don't think Evo cares about sanctuary.
I don't think so either, but at least you don't have to go far for the funeral.
That's true. Speaking of going far, we've got an hour to get there.
All right, let's go. Cat,
She takes her hands off her ears.
Cat, I need you to kind of be ready on this. We're gonna go meet somebody who's gonna help us.
Okay.
Let's not talk about why you have that bandage on your head either, okay?
Okay.
And let's not talk about having a recording of anybody getting killed, okay?
Okay.
But you can destroy all the commlinks you want.
Deuce will still take his bike, but this time, instead of following behind the van, he'll actually race ahead to try to do a little bit of scouting of the area and just kind of get an idea for if things do go sideways, what the best way to get out of there is. And so while he's driving there, he'll be doing that on like his HUD.
Sure.
Drunk Cat tries to follow Deuce to his bike.
Cat, you should probably ride in the van.
I don't want to go with him.
All right, hop on.
She does.
Just make sure you hold on tight, please.
Okay.
So they speed off ahead of the rest of the group that get in their stolen Ford Americar because you had to return the van. So you're now traveling somewhat incognito in the UCAS and CAS's most common motor vehicle, the Ford Americar. So Cat and Deuce speed off ahead of the rest of the group.
I'm going to try to spank this motorcycle riding fool. I will get there first.
Oh God.
JB, we don't need to draw attention to ourselves with you doing a race down the streets.
I will win. He can
You
give
don't
up if
need
he
the
wants
win.
to. I
You
will
don't need to win.
I always
JB.
win. I am a winner.
So you know what we need? We need driving tests.
I'm gonna edge it. All right, here we go.
Oh
No!
my god. That's great.
It's still a tie, though.
Wow. It is still
Yeah,
a tie.
but I'm driving
Nobody
a piece
wins.
of crap.
They're neck and neck. They're gonna have to do it again. There's no clear winner.
We can't have this end in a
Gotta
tie.
do it again.
One of you's got to win.
No, wait. No.
Edge.
Are you gonna post edge that?
Is it the exclamation point?
Ooh.
Oh,
Right.
well, I'm pre-edging again.
There you go.
Burn all sorts of edge.
Oh!
No!
No! That's.
I
Oh
am the best.
gosh.
Deuce does need to make a edge check at a higher thing because he is on a crotch rocket. Ford Americars don't get pulled over for speeding. Do
Wow.
you think you can outrun the cops?
Oh.
Or would you like to use some edge to avoid the cops?
Uh,
I'm okay with him getting pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
Not broadcasting a sin.
Mm-hmm.
oh no, I'm broadcasting a
He's
sin.
broadcasting. She's not.
Yeah, she's not.
No, that would not look weird at all.
No, not at all.
Pets don't have to broadcast. Oh my
Jesus.
gosh, it is not your night.
No, it is not. Can I-
Oh no, we're never going to make this meet for the love of God. I just wanted to get to a meet.
What are you talking about? We'll get there. Can I see this happening?
So y'all are trying to find better routes. Part of the reason that the vastly superior horsepower of the Suzuki Mirage cannot beat the Ford Americar. The Ford Americar is driven by someone who has a slightly better idea of where things are, and he's also a technomancer. So he's controlling the streetlights, subverting infrastructure right and left, trying to give himself a better advantage. Every time he turns right, and Deuce is like, "Ha, idiot! That's a slower route." Deuce gets hit by a red light, and a bunch of cars start going by. Giant 18-wheeler will like pull out in front of him, and he'll have to slow down. Or he has the option of laying it down.
Not an option.
You jerk the handlebars to the right, and you blow through a red light, turning right without stopping. Pretty soon, you have two guys on cop bikes following you.
I will pull
Deuce.
over for them.
You have someone on the back of your bike not broadcasting a sin. Are you sure?
Yeah, you are like 15 different kinds of illegal right now.
I'm 15 kinds of illegal just myself.
Do I need to shoot at them?
No, cat, don't do that.
Okay.
You've still got 2 points of edge. You're being followed by two cops on cop bikes.
JB, what did you do? Now I got the cops on my tail.
Oh shit. Well, you cannot pull over, obviously.
Well, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to.
Make a run for it. I will come by and help. Do not worry. I'm gonna head towards his location. Like, I'm gonna try to intercept him.
Where are the rest of us during this?
You're on for the ride, bud.
You're all white knuckled in the back of his Ford Americar. Because I assume Micah would be the kind of person that would always just expect to get a shotgun.
Yeah.
I don't know. She has to sit next to JB.
I'll look over my shoulder and I'll say, Cat, you're gonna need to hold on. We can't pull over.
Okay. I got you.
I am gonna edge this as well.
Let's see if you can get a single good roll.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You rolled 15 and only get 3. Jesus.
And only
And that's with
one
edge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, well let's see how these cops do. You've got two of them on your tail.
Good grief. Are you kidding me? I'm rolling 15 dice.
So you do have a faster bike than them, and you do have the advantage of being the first mover. You see that truck pull out in front of you, and you jank your handlebars to the right. You go jetting down another side street. Your engine is whining. The cops, you hear behind you, their sirens and lights fire up as two Harley Scorpions pull onto the street. They are gaining on you.
So I will crack the throttle and start to weave back and forth in whatever traffic is in front of me, pouring on the speed as much as I can. Just trying to create some distance in between Cat and I and the two cops, so that way I can then start to zigzag when we hit different intersections.
The The distinctive potato sound of a Harley Davidson engine is slowly gaining on you. The sirens is getting louder in your ears.
Catherine is pushing her face into Deuce's back and just holding on for her life and trying to forget she exists.
JB, would you like to make a driving test to try to join the fight?
I will use my edge to catch up faster.
Is that your last edge?
Mm-hmm.
You come barreling out of an alley right as they pass.
All right. So I'm right behind him chasing.
Sure. Your car is not as fast as theirs,
Correct.
so you would have to drive pretty well to catch up.
Got that. How close am I to them?
We'll say like 20 meters. I guess we should do initiative then.
Yeah, Catherine's not doing anything. Unless Deuce tells her to start shooting, she's just burying her face into his back.
Aww.
For now, Cassandra's not going to do anything either except fish around in her duffel bag and pull out a flashbang. She's not doing anything with it yet, but she has it.
I have a smuggling compartment on this bike, and it just happens to be kind of underneath where Cat is sitting.
Right next to the fast spinning wheel.
Right, yes, exactly. Right next to
Amazing.
that. So I am going to pull out one of my smoke grenades. I'm going to pull the pin and put it in the smuggling compartment.
So it just kind of seeps out?
That's
Right.
genius.
I'm trying to get a cloud of smoke behind me.
So nice. A nice little smoke trail for the cops to follow. I like it.
Well,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, and hopefully like distract them a little bit.
I'm going to thread Puppeteer on the closer at level 30.
Are you comfortable with 4 hits against 2 dice?
Yes, I am.
So with 3 net hits, your puppeteering seems to work.
All right, I'm going to turn off his bike.
So those of you that can hear one of them cuts out, slows to a stop, safely, strangely enough.
I'll take 3 fade.
Let's do control action at force 3. Oh, we'll edge that.
Jesus. Got 1 net hit.
Catherine continues to do nothing.
Cassandra.
Cassandra continues to bounce a flash grenade around in her hand, waiting, just eyes on the cop, ears perked, and then deciding that's a bad idea as it's continuing to get noisy around here. But then she's trying to remain alert, and she automatically perks her ears again.
Deuce, would you like to make a...
Yes, now I will make my driving test.
I mean, you can crash if you want. I'm okay
I
with that.
could, yeah, but we're not going to.
All right. So you neither gained nor lost any ground on Cup 1.
That's fine. I'm comfortable with that level of success.
So the remaining cop hammers on the throttle, trying to gain some ground on you, while yelling something unintelligible into his radio over the sound of his Scorpion's engine. You're slowly pulling away, even with him pulling out all the stops to try to speed up.
I will pilot ground craft in order not to die. Did I die?
I mean, you are losing ground to them.
Oh, okay. I don't care about that.
Okay, and then I'll use my complex action to have cop jump off bike.
He's going to clearly try to resist.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
That takes us back up to the top with Kat
Continuing to hold on.
and Cassandra.
JB, can you get us even close to passing that guy?
Are you kidding me? We are a crap car. No offense, lady. But he's on super bike. I have 3 fat people in here. I can only drive so well.
Micah, remind me to kill him later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can try.
And that'll be the extent of it.
I guess I'll drive this time.
If you get more than 2 net hits on his 3, then you are going to get away.
Okay.
You
Good
can
to
do
know.
that.
All right. Here we go. No, look at that.
Are you comfortable with that level of success?
Yes, I am very happy that I finally rolled halfway decent.
So you need one more net hit to get away.
Okay.
And that takes us to JB, who is gaining on this guy despite driving a freaking Americar.
That's how good I am. All right. I'm gonna use puppeteer again.
All right.
I'm gonna do it at level 2. 0 hits. He has to turn his bike off.
So we are going to get away. Micah, would you like to do any last minute control actions on this guy? Let that sadistic streak flow?
Yeah, yeah. If I can, I would like to have him jump off the bike.
I mean, it's not going to have quite the same impact anymore.
The ground is still going to hurt. And this is all happening at the same time.
Yeah, it's not like it immediately stops.
So his bike is turning off. The other guy
and then he
kind of
jumps.
coasted to a stop. This guy needed 2 hits to resist.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he failed
Mm-hmm.
because cops are lame and don't have edge.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna definitely take some kind of falling damage. I'm sure jumping off of a Harley at top speed is gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he feels his bike. The engine disengages, or the clutch disengages as the engine shuts off, and to his horror, despite still going close to 70 miles an hour, feels his hands let go of the handlebars, and he stands up, pushing off of the pedals and clearing the seat, and realizing, oh, this is not good, as he starts to go back down towards the pavement and lands in a sitting position and scoots along the pavement for a good 20 to 30 meters, absolutely shredding all of the Kevlar in the back of his armor jacket, along with the not armored, I guess, denim
You would wear jeans if you were going to be a bike cop.
covering his posterior. It's probably that that like nylon material that cop uniforms are made of, which probably does not stand up to the road very well. I would say he would get desk duty, but he doesn't want to sit down anymore. With that, you manage to get away from some low-level cops on the way to a meet.
You've lost almost all of your edge on multiple characters.
I'm gonna race Deuce to the meet.
I'm Quor, and I play the former corporate security turned Shadowrunner, Thumper.
Micah is voiced by Jupiter Sanders.
I am DG7-C-S open bracket A close bracket -C4T13, and I am played by Tempest.
I'm Jake, and I play the character Deuce.
I'm Jeff Alla, and I play Jean-Baptiste.
The Tops Company Incorporated has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and/or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Tops Company Incorporated has granted permission to Burning Edge to use such names, logos, artworks, marks, and/or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website and podcast, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Burning Edge in any official capacity whatsoever.
Hop on.
She does.
Just make sure you hold on tight, please.
Okay.
Aww.
He said to the girl with a cyber arm.
All of a sudden, Deuce gets cut in half.
Oh no.
But I would have been faster.
You would have been, except the cops pulled you over.
I don't think they would have caught me.
As I see him being pulled over, I'm gonna slow down and wave.
Who said I was pulling over?
No.
You bought a gallon of bees?
He got distracted because Cat started vomiting halfway into the race.
Oh my gosh.
And it flies back on the windshield of the van. I was talking out of character when I said I went to eat.
but now you can say it in character.
No, I want you to finish exhibition. I'm not in front of the keyboard.
My You are the worst. And yes, I'm going to try to act like the artist Pitbull.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be thrilled when he hears it.
Pitbull, if you're listening, thank you for listening to the Burning Edge podcast. Hope you're enjoying it. If you would like to voice this character, send me an email at burningedge@digitaldarkness.com and we will make your dreams come true. You too can be famous.
What about burning random
cat?
animal? Yeah.
Burning random.
If you'd like to send an email to burning-pitbull@digitaldarkness.com, I promise you I will respond.
All right, so we are now an hour.
And no douche.
Oh,
Wow.
Deuce, no
Savage.
deuce.
Mm-hmm. That is,
Oh.
that is not what I heard.
Uh-huh.
hey
Can't help
Craig,
what
you got that right?
hear. No deuce. No deuce.
Rewind it back.
Crazy. You guys hearing things.
Oh.
I doubt if anybody I know owns a toothbrush.